One of the most coveted jobs in the royal household is that of the royal butler, someone who provides invaluable support to the royal family, enabling them to fulfil their duties and serve the nation. We met Grant Harrold, who was a key member of the royal household for many years.
When one is staying at a former royal residence, one tries to dress accordingly. Thornbury Castle near Bristol was once the country home of Henry VIII. It's now a luxury hotel, but still has royal connections.
Good morning, sir. Your breakfast.
Thank you.
My name's Grant Harrold and I'm a former royal butler to the Prince of Wales, Duchess of Cornwall and Princess William and Harry.
How on earth did you get into this world?
When I was younger, I watched a documentary about the Queen. There was a scene where you saw the Queen dancing. And I said to my father, my late father, how do you get to do that? How do you get to dance with the Queen? How do you get to meet them and be with them? And he said, you either marry one of them or you work for them. And I remember thinking I could train as a butler and eventually go as a butler to work for the royals.
Being part of that royal household, what's it like?
I trained as a butler and I was butler for the present Duke of Bedford and his wife and family. And while I was there, I heard that the Prince was looking for a butler. He interviewed me at Clara's house. We sat down and had tea and chatted. And at the end of it, he said, you know, do you really want to come and work for me? And I said, I'd love the opportunity. The biggest thing is it's who you're working for. That's the big thing, because you know it's the most famous family in the world. That's the big difference. As far as the day-to-day activities, the butler duties, they're very similar to any other butler. You know, looking after guests, looking after the family, serving meals. One of the most important things you've got to learn as a royal butler is the correct way to lay a table.
So there's lots of attention to detail.
Well, yes, because the Queen does come and inspect the table. So she goes around and makes sure that everything is where it should be. Well, the first thing we're going to do is get this large plate. So this is our main course plate, which is the largest of the courses. And the reason for this is we're going to build the cutlery around it and make sure that the design is pointing the right way. So
it's got to be consistent?
It's got to be consistent. Cool. That's really important. And then we're going to start on the inside, if you like, and work our way out. And then we've got the glasswares. The last thing to put down is the napkins.
It's not quite Queen ready though, is it?
When it comes to the dining and stuff, they very much do things properly. They're very much about tradition, and the afternoon tea is a royal family tradition that goes back to Queen Victoria.
So Grant, were I to be having afternoon tea with the Queen, how would I need to approach it?
The Queen, say, might offer to pour the tea for you, or a member of the family. But I think in this instance, if you were having the tea, how would you do it?
Okay, so I'll go to...
So I'm going to stop you there because obviously you think there's tea bags, but that's not tea bags, that's actually loose tea in there.
Oh,
so you will need a tea strainer.
Yeah, okay, so we've done the first essential part,
yes,
the tea,
which is obviously what it's all about, and then we move on to the sandwiches. So if I may, I will pass these over to you. So I'll offer a sandwich to you first.
Thank you very much.
And then I'll do the same on this side. And I'll put that back. So the next course is the scones. So if I just bring this over and then offer you a scone.
Thank you very much.
So how would you do the cream and jam?
I guess I'd just dish it a little bit out.
God, okay. And then how would you do the cream?
I'd just sort of plonk that on top.
So what I would do is get the cream, take a decent amount so that I don't need to come back for any more, and just apply it to there. Everyone's got their own way of doing it. Yours is lovely. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I remember at play school doing something similar, actually. A lot of the kind of etiquettes and protocol and traditions you've got to learn can be difficult. I'm not saying that they don't have days that maybe they're a bit more relaxed. That's possible. But, you know, at the end of the day, they're all very much about keeping up standards, you know, which I think is important. How would you walk into the room?
Nervously.
A little trick, just to remember, posture is really important. And a good way for doing this is to put a book, perhaps a book in your head. So I'll pop a book there, and then you can obviously walk like this, walk back. So if I now get you to have a go at that, hopefully you can, and then, okay.
I think I've just got a bumpy head.
How would you do a bow?
I guess kind of, I don't know, something like that.
Okay, nothing too theatrical. Hands always to the side, nod of the head and back up. Simple as that.
It's just the head.
So walk in, do the bow, and then would come the handshake.
I guess I'd put a hand out.
So the Queen offers her hand to you first. So she would put her hand out to you. You would then extend it, think, oh, nice, tight grip, okay.
Right.
Gentle, and it's 2 to 3 pumps, and then hands back to the side.
So those are the fundamentals. Am I ready to meet the Queen?
Yes. Yeah, I think, it'll be interesting, but I'm sure it'll be an experience for all concerned.
I think I'm terrified.
Yes, so am I.
Thank you, Grant.